everybody, this is the intro to my personal channel here on YouTube. Just a super unpolished video kind of explaining to you guys what the heck you're even watching right now and why you should subscribe to keep watching a little bit more. So I guess you guys probably want to know who the heck I even am or why I do what I do. So 14 years ago, I was 12 years old. I became really fascinated with cameras, video editing, and posting videos on YouTube. I think 2012 was kind of that era where a lot of people started transitioning to making online content, but there really wasn't any money involved. So I was literally doing it for the love of the game as a 12-year-old. At the same time, my dad and uncle have pulling trucks, and they traveled all around Pennsylvania, Ohio area, pulling these trucks, and my dad loved watching the replay of his pull. So I started going to the events, recording the class of trucks, posting it on YouTube. I was getting probably like 300-400 views of video back then, which I just thought was awesome, and I had so much fun doing it. I stayed in the sport, making online content for the trucks. That was just a huge passion of mine. I still do it to this day. And that went on until 2021 when myself and a partner created the Appalachian Outlaws Pulling Series. So basically what that is, it's a sanctioning body for the sport of truck and tractor pulling where we host events mainly in Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland. We dabble a little bit in Virginia now, where we host organized events for these trucks and tractors. And the biggest challenge that we had when we started the business was getting fans in the stands, getting people to watch our content or see an advertisement and actually spend their hard-earned money to come to our events and watch. So through that whole experience with truck and tractor pulling, I developed the skill set of creating organic content for people to watch and to convert them into a customer. And in the fall of 2023, I sat down with my buddy Ian. I said, listen, dude, like, here's what I'm doing with Appalachian Outlaws. Like, at the time, we were getting a couple million views a month. I scaled our TikTok to 20,000 followers in a matter of like 1 to 2 months, which nowadays, like, that's pretty par for the course. But back in 2020, you know, that was unheard of. Explained all of this to him. I said, man, like, the turnover rate for small business in this area is just insane. You know, you see a place open up on Main Street, in a couple months, they're gone. That's just kind of how small town Pennsylvania works. That's probably how it works all over the country. So we got the idea of starting Limitless Marketing. Started that. We began conducting business in October of 2023. Since then, we've scaled our agency to hosting probably 50 businesses or so, whether that's social media management or website design, or down to just printing off yard signs, you know, laser engraving something for them, creating t-shirts or hats. So we've been really fortunate to just have such a great client base. And through that, I've learned a lot. I've had a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of wins. And I realized that some business owners just don't have the money to hire an agency like we do, or they're just super curious on how marketing actually works. You know, a lot of the things we do, we're sitting at our computer at home and we're doing it, and business owners might not understand what's truly going on behind the scenes. So with this personal brand, I want to pull back the curtain. I want to show business owners what's actually going on behind the scenes. I want to show people that are interested how we operate a marketing agency in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. And through time, like, the market's always changing. What works now might not be working in the summertime. So I think this is a good idea, specifically just to show people, okay, here's what we're doing right now. Here's what we're finding that works. Here's mistakes that we found along the way. And that's basically what this is. I'm not here to sell an online course. I'm not here to gatekeep information. There's all this fake stuff online, and this is just real, raw footage of what it's like owning a marketing agency in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So really, I want to hone in on fun stuff. I want to post things that I do day to day away from the marketing agency. But really what this channel is just kind of a day-to-day interaction with our audience, showing you guys kind of how we operate our business. We're going to give you guys advice on what we find that works so you can market your business a little bit better. So yeah, that's basically what's going to go on. Some days are going to be really hectic. There's going to be a lot of chaos. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Other days, not so much. That's just kind of the nature of the beast when it comes to living in this area. Like right now it's New Year's and there's snow on the ground and there's not a lot of work being done, but we're still having a fun time. So at the end of the day, if you're a business owner, if you're a creator, or you're somebody trying to build a marketing agency, I really hope that you can find some value out of this. And if not, that's okay too. Either way, I'm glad you're here. It's 2026. Let's get into it.